Okay, let's get started by talking about the personal portfolio. But before we do, just an overview of what the practice manual contains, which is three portfolios: the professional portfolio, the academic portfolio, which has your unit portfolios, and then your personal portfolio. And today we're going to focus on just what that personal portfolio might look like and how to build it. Okay, so let's get started by launching a personal portfolio exemplar for you, just so you can see what it might look like. Our suggestion is, sorry, take you to the landing page there, that you only have a couple headings, and one might be just an overview of what the personal portfolio involves, and that is explained here. But basically, your personal portfolio is all about your personal views and perspectives, comments that you want to make about things that you've engaged in, thoughts, actions, reflections on your learning journey. And this is just it really is to differentiate between what's a practitioner development, which would go in your professional portfolio, and what's your personal development and thoughts and feelings as you progress. So inspirations, personal goal setting pages, and we've just put this all under a heading, as you can see, a tab that's called My Practice Journal. And while it says journal, it might be a few other things. So for example, it might be a blog that you keep, and however often you want to do it, but a blog just details just your thoughts and feelings, comments, and reflections. I've also included things that I find inspirational, and so these are just pictures and things that I've come across that inspire me personally. And then so if I clicked on those, you would be able to see some of those images. And then the last one I've included is quotes. So things that through the years have inspired me, and I just grow my collection as I go. So this is just a beginning, and if you find that you've got, say one particular aspect is growing and you want to take that theme, you might put in your own headings. So that's what these two, or many more, what could be up across the top there. Okay, well, let's start by building this portfolio. And to do that, we would go to the home page and you get to there through Milo. And we're going to launch by getting creative. And we're going to begin with create a portfolio. And you will always get this default page, so we suggest that you replace that with an image that you would prefer, and you can keep your own image bank and grow your own image bank if you like. So I'm just going to quickly replace it with something along the side right now, but you can add your own and upload it. So this first page, we recommend that normally we want you to build your pages outside of the portfolio, because that way you can move them between portfolios if you need to. Perhaps this page is the exception to the rule, though, in that it's only an overview page. We're not going to need to move it anywhere else. So I might just leave it here. I'm going to title it Personal Portfolio. And it is the overview page, so I'm just going to give it a subtitle. And what I'm going to do is just go back to the exemplar and just go to that brief explanation. Now, I think it's advisable to just put this as you're getting comfortable with the portfolio as to what to include. So I'm just going to add content and see all the options that I have to build a page. I'm going to go to text box. That just drops a text box right there, and I'm just going to paste that in there. So now I know, and as a reminder, what the personal portfolio is all about. And as you can see, you get the entire tool range up at the top there to do different things to it. And now I need to retitle this. It says new page. It's not really detailed, so I'm just going to put overview, or you could put explanation, or you could put personal portfolio overview, whatever you'd like, but you will see that tab. Okay, so now, so normally we don't build on pages. Normally we import pages. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Now you can see portfolios, you get these tabs. And when you click on the tab, you have three options. And you can, if you add a new page here, that's fine. You always kind of have to start with a blank page. And there you have a blank page, and we're advising not, again, to write in here, but to import your blank page. Well, how do you do that? So if you go to, sorry, let me begin by converting that to a portfolio. So let me convert to portfolio. So now that drop down, you remember in the exemplar, was called My Practice Journal. So My Practice Journal. And so by converting it to a portfolio, you've changed a single scroll page to more something like a portfolio or a folder. I know it gets a little complicated with, portfolios within portfolios, but if you can imagine this big thing is like a binder. Now you've got one section or folder in that big binder. And now you can add multiple pages. So my new page is still there. I needed to get, start it with that, but now I'm not going to build on it, but I'm going to add an existing asset. So this is a page that I've already built outside of this environment. And when I click Add Existing Asset, it's going to bring up a list of all the things that I've built within PebblePad, and that's when you want to click and add it. So if you remember, my personal journey blog was one item on that list. So I'm going to click it and you'll see it's going to import that. And when I add to this blog, it'll continue to update this. And the second thing on my list, I believe, was it was my inspiration list. So again, I just bring that in. So you can see that building outside of the portfolio, it's really easy to then bring things into the portfolio. And as well, easy to remove it. And that last one was quotes that inspire me. And so there they all are. If you wanted to add a new heading, let's just say you wanted to, more detailed blog, or you had a certain theme you wanted to really spend more time on, like interests and hobbies, then you just, again, add a page, add a new page, click that plus again to convert to portfolio. And now you can rename that. And let's just say it was interests and hobbies. Okay, and then now, again, you can start adding your existing assets that you've built outside. So again, I might just go back to the home page. I'm going to save this, and of course, it's going to ask me the name of it, Personal Portfolio. And I'm just going to put a set test there for myself. Okay, and now when you're ready to build your assets, again, located in the Get Creative, and you can see that you've got a few options there to get you started. If you'd like to learn how to create a page and all the elements involved in it, please click on the PDF or the video entitled Creative Page. Okay, thank you very much for watching.